welcome to my channel. Today's video is going to be about some of the coloring books that I think are great for beginners and why. With there being so many adult coloring books on the market, it is hard to know exactly where to start. So I thought I would give you guys some examples of books I liked as a beginner colorist. These are great examples in where beginners can start to practice and craft their coloring skills. Also, remember that it is important that if you like this video to give it a thumbs up so that I know what kind of videos you guys want to see in the future. If you want to see more adult coloring videos like this, please subscribe to my channel. Subscribing really helps in supporting my channel. Subscribing also helps to be able to get YouTube to get my channel seen by as many beginner adult coloring viewers as possible, and gives me the ability to grow my channel. Last but not least, don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you will be notified when I upload more adult coloring videos. Now let's have some fun and get into this video. So I will give partial flip throughs of some of the books that I talk about, but if you guys would like to see a complete flip through of any of these books, just comment below and let me know, and I will try to bring that video to you guys. So first, I'm going to start off with a book a lot of colorists start out with, and it's a Mandela book. I have a book I love by Jade Summer, and it has 100 Mandelas in it, adult coloring book, and it's by Jade Summer. And the things that I like about the Mandela book is it's mindfulness. You don't have to think about it when you're coloring. This is just one of the books I grab when I don't want to think about what I'm doing, and I just want to sit and relax and color. And I just want to lay some color on a page. Of course, I want it to be pretty, but I don't really want to think about my shading and highlighting as much. I do want to highlight and shade a little bit, but I don't want to think about it as much. So when I want to do mindless coloring, I reach for Mandela. And a lot of beginner colorists reach for Mandelas. And so we'll take a peek inside. Oops, it's a piece of paper. And so this is one Mandela that I've done already. And another thing about Mandelas is I like to use markers on Mandelas, or jelly pens on Mandelas, or fine liners. So her book with the 100 Mandelas, another thing on the back is it has a black sheet. So you still need to put a cover in between, but the black helps protect the bleeding and helps it protect it from being bled through. And so this is another page I've done on the Mandela. I think this is one I started and didn't finish. But I'm just going to flip through the book a little bit so you guys can see exactly how the book looks. But it has over 100, just 100, not over 100, it has 100 Mandelas in this book. And that's what I love about it. They're so pretty. And like I said, when I want to just sit down and color in front of a TV or something, and I just want to lay down some color, I really don't want to think about it, this is what I go for. It's my Mandela book. And so I'm just going to flip through some of these pages so you can see it, because I'm not going to go through the whole book, as I said. So there's a lot of Mandelas in here. It's a lot of pretty flowers and fishes, and she does a great job with Mandelas. So if you guys ever looking for a Mandela book, it's by Jade Summer. And she has a number of Mandela books. And here's one I completed already with markers. I don't think I finished that one. So yep, that's the Jade Summer Mandela book. This is great, a great start for beginners. If you're a beginner and you want to just lay down some color and color. Now the second book I have is a book that just kind of came out this winter, and it's called Enchanted Winter, And it is by Maza van den Berg. It's called My Wondrous World, Enchanted Winter. And I will flip through this one somewhat. But it's another one just kind of like swirls and just really swirly looking and really, Mandela kind of looking things in it. And here's the other page. It's a bird. And there's a page with like flowers and swirly. It's very whimsical. Just what this book reminds me of. It's very whimsical. And it has a snowflake page. This can be like a glass, picture if I was to color this picture. So I'll just flip through the rest of the book. It has really pretty whimsical flowers. I love that page. That's a nice page. Then there's this big owl page. It's really pretty. If you like owls, that would be a great page for a beginner. Some acorns. And another look like wallpaper almost. If I wanted to make like wallpaper page, that's what I would look at that as. Snowflakes. And it's just very whimsical and wintry looking. And this book hasn't been out very long. It's been a few months, I think, since this book came out. So that's another great book for beginners. And I think why this is a great book is because it's another easy and bigger pictures. The bigger the pictures, I think, the easier the book is for beginners. Smaller pictures are harder for beginners. And so another one that I have is another author that I like is Marjorie Sarnett. And she does Pamper Pets. And it's just a pet book, kind of like dogs and cats and animals. I don't think I've done anything in this book. Or if I have, I tore it out because you can tear the pages out of this book. Yeah, you can rip the pages out of this book. But it just has like cats and animals in it. It's really pretty. So I'll flip through this one. And it has a little more detail, but it's still a very easy book to be able to color in if you're a beginner. And you can do markers, but you just need to be able to put a page underneath it. Let's see how they have a pretty dog. You can do it 4 different ways. I think that's really pretty. Yeah, so maybe I'll do a book in a picture in here one day on camera. A color along or something. You guys let me know. If you see something you think that you want me to do as a color along, let me know in the comments and I'll definitely do that. Look like something I started but didn't finish. And so that's that book. Again, it's Pamper Pets by Marjorie Sarnett. And the last book that I have is a book by Deborah Muller. And I love this book. I actually just was put on to this book, but I think this is a great book for beginners. I just got this book. So I probably will bring you some coloring pages from this book. And if you want to see a whole flip through of this book, let me know. But a great thing that I like about this book is that it has faces in it. And faces is something that I was really afraid of. And I'm still not that good with faces. But this is the perfect book to practice faces in because they still cartoony look. They don't have to look so realistic. They're still kind of cartoony looking pictures, but they're very, very, very pretty pictures. And it's called Little Fae, We Fairies, a Fairy Tale Coloring Book. and it just has fairies in it. And I'll flip through this one a little bit. But if you want to see a whole flip through, guys, be sure to let me know in the comments, and I will show you a whole flip through. But what I love about this book is that you can practice faces, and it has a mixture of everything. It has people, it has flowers, it has butterflies, it has nature, trees, and a dog, and just a little bit of everything that you can practice if you wanted to practice your coloring. And I love how she makes her faces. Her faces are just so pretty. And so, of course, you can use markers in this book. You can use pens. You can use pencils. Whatever your little heart desires, you can use in this book. So that's the end of that book. And one more book that I didn't actually bring with me, but I would say Secret Garden by Johanna Basford, which is one of her first books. I think it's an easy book to color in. So that is going to be the end of this little flip through video on what books I think beginners should begin in. Remember, all you have to do is start. All you need is a book and pencils, markers, whatever it is you want to use, and just start. Just sit down and go ahead and start. This hobby is not supposed to be scary. It's not supposed to be intimidating. It's supposed to be relaxing, and if you're not relaxed when doing it, then you're putting too much pressure on yourself, and you're supposed to be having fun. So that is my little tidbit on coloring. Okay, guys, thank you for joining me, and don't forget to subscribe. Have a colorful day.